Welcome to online learning program of MSBTE, Learning at Your Doorstep. I am Mrs. Sankita Bhoyer, lecturer at BSc Polytechnic, Chembur, Mumbai. In the previous lecture, we had learned about addressing modes of 8051 microcontroller. In that, we have discussed about types of addressing modes: immediate addressing, register addressing, direct addressing, register indirect addressing, and index addressing. Today, we are going to discuss data transfer instructions from Unit 2, Instruction Set and Programming. So, today's learning outcome is to describe the functions of various data transfer instructions with suitable examples. Under this, we will see how data can be transferred between memory locations, register banks, and special function registers. To perform any task using microcontroller-based system, we have to write program. Program is nothing but the set of instructions that can be executed in sequential manner to perform a particular function. These instructions are categorized into 5 types depending on their function. Data transfer instructions. These are used to transfer data between registers, internal memory and external memory. Arithmetic instructions. These are used to perform arithmetic operations such as addition, subtraction, multiplication. Logical instructions. These are used to perform logical operations such as AND operation, OR operation. Boolean variable manipulation instructions. These instructions are used for 1-bit operand. Program branching instructions. These instructions are used for switching execution of a different instruction sequence. Today, we will be discussing about data transfer instructions: move, move C, move X, push, pop, XCH, XCHD. All these instructions fall under the data transfer category. Now, we have to discuss all these instructions in details one by one. Data transfer instructions. Data transfer instructions are used to transfer data from a location called source to another location called destination. The byte variable indicated by the second operand is copied into the location specified by the first operand. After the execution of the instruction, source byte is not affected. In 8051 microcontroller, there are 28 different instructions under the data transfer group. Let us discuss. Move. Move instruction is used to transfer the data from the source to destination. Move A, Rn. This instruction will copy the content of a register Rn to accumulator. Rn is one of the register from R0 to R7 from selected register bank. For example, move A, R3. After the execution of this instruction, the content of register R3 will copy to accumulator. If register R3 contains 8-bit data 24H, then this 24H data will copy to the accumulator. Move A, direct. In this, the direct address of the memory location is given in the instruction. This instruction move the content of a direct internal memory location given in the instruction to accumulator. For example, move A, 60H. After the execution of this instruction, the content of memory location 60H will copy to the accumulator. Move A, @RI. This instruction is used to move the content of a memory location pointed by register RI to accumulator. RI indicates register R0 or R1. Only register R0 and R1 is allowed in this move. For example, move A, @R1. After the execution of this instruction, the content of memory location pointed by R1 will copy to the accumulator. Suppose register R1 containing value 40H. Then the content of location 40H will copy to the accumulator. Move A, #data. This instruction is used to move immediate data given in the instruction to accumulator. For example, move A, hash 60h. After the execution of this instruction, data 60h will copy to the accumulator. Move Rn, A. This instruction is used to copy the content of accumulator to register Rn. For example, move R3, A. After the execution of this instruction, the content of accumulator will copy to register R3. If accumulator contains 8-bit data, that is 2FH, then this 2F will copy to register R3. Move Rn, direct. It is used to move the content of a direct internal memory location given in the instruction to register Rn. Example, move R3, 50h. After the execution of this instruction, the content of memory location 50h will copy to the register R3. Move Rn, hash data. This instruction move immediate data given in the instruction to register Rn. For example, move R3, hash 32h. After the execution of this instruction, 32h value will copy to register R3. Move direct A. Move the content of accumulator to a direct internal memory location given in the instruction. For example, move 60h, A. After the execution of this instruction, the content of accumulator will copy to the memory location 60h. Next instruction is move direct, Rn. This instruction will copy the content of a register Rn to memory location given in the instruction. Example, move 40h, R4. After the execution of this instruction, the content of register R4 will copy to the memory location 40h. Move direct, direct. In this, both source and destination is direct internal memory location. For example, move 60h, 40h. After the execution of this instruction, the content of memory location 40h will copy to the memory location 60h. Move direct, @ri. This instruction is used to move the content of memory location pointed by ri to memory location given in the instruction. For example, move a, @r1. After the execution of this instruction, the content of memory location pointed by register R1 will copy to the memory location given in the instruction. Move direct, hash data. This instruction move immediate data given in the instruction to memory location given in the instruction. Example, move a, hash 60h. Here, data 60h will copy to the accumulator. Move @ri, A. This instruction copy the content of accumulator to memory location pointed by register Ri. Example, move @r0, A. The content of accumulator will copy to memory location pointed by R0. Move @ri, direct. It is used to move the content of direct internal memory location to memory location pointed by register Ri. Example, move @r1, 40h. The content of memory location 40h will copy to memory location pointed by register R1. Move @ri, hash data. Move immediate data given in the instruction to memory location pointed by register Ri. Example, move @r1, hash 23h. After the execution of this instruction, data 23h will copy to memory location pointed by R1. Move dptr, hash data 16. This instruction is used to copy 16-bit data to data pointer register. Example, move dptr, hash 4352h. After the execution of this instruction, 16-bit data will copy to the data pointer register. Now, before we proceed further, Please attempt MCQs from set 1, which is given you as assessment sheet. Proceeding further, we have MOVC instruction. MOVC moves a byte from code memory into the accumulator. The code memory address from which the byte will be moved is calculated by summing the value of accumulator with either DPTR or with the program counter. MOVC A, @DPTR. This instruction will move the content of a memory location pointed by the sum of content of data pointer and accumulator to accumulator. For example, if accumulator contains 33H and data pointer containing 5000H, then the contents pointed by the address 5033, that is 1F, will copy to accumulator. MOVC A, @A plus PC. This instruction will move the content of memory location pointed by the sum of content of program counter and accumulator to accumulator. MOVX instruction. MOVX instruction transfers data between the accumulator and external data memory. The external data memory may be addressed via 16 bits in DPTR register or via 8 bits in the R0 or R1 register. MOVX A, @RI. This instruction will move the content of external data memory location pointed by RI to accumulator. Example: MOVX A, @R1. If register R1 contains 20H, then the contents pointed by data memory location 20H will copy to accumulator. MOVX A, @DPTR. This instruction moves the content of external data memory location pointed by DPTR to accumulator. MOVX @RI, A. This instruction will move the content of accumulator to external data memory location pointed by RI. MOVX @DPTR, A. This instruction will move the contents of accumulator to external data memory location pointed by DPTR. Push instruction pushes the value of the specified internal RAM address onto the stack. This instruction first increments the value of stack pointer by 1 and then takes the value stored in internal RAM address and store it in internal RAM at the location pointed by the incremented stack pointer. For example, if stack pointer contains 07H and DPTR 0123H, then after push DPL instruction, stack pointer incremented by 1, that is 08, and move contents of DPL, that is 23H, to memory location 08H. Push DPH. Stack pointer increments by 1, that is 09, and move contents of DPH, that is 01, to memory location 09. Pop instruction pops the last value placed on the stack into the internal RAM address specified. This instruction first loads internal RAM address with the value of the internal RAM address pointed by the current stack pointer, and then stack pointer is decremented by 1. For example, if stack pointer contains 09H and DPTR, then after pop DPH instruction, it will move the content of stack pointer, that is 01, to DPH, and stack pointer is decremented by 1, that is 08. After pop DPL instruction, it will move the content of stack pointer, that is 23H, to DPL and stack pointer decremented by 1, that is 07. Exchange instruction. This instruction is used to exchange contents of source with destination. XCH A, RN. This instruction is used to exchange the contents of register Rn with accumulator. For example, if register R3 contains value 49H and accumulator contains 33H, then after the execution of this instruction, 49H will move to accumulator and 33H will move to register R3. XCH A, direct. This instruction exchange the content of direct internal memory location given in the instruction with accumulator. XCH A, @RI. This instruction exchange the content of internal memory location pointed by register RI with accumulator. XCH BA @RI. This instruction exchange the lower order nibble of internal memory location pointed by RI with accumulator. Now, please take MCQs from set 2 which are given in your assessment sheet. Let us take a quickly recap of important points. Data transfer instruction. Move. This instruction moves a source value to a destination location. Move C. This instruction moves a byte from code memory into the accumulator. Move X. This instruction transfers data between the accumulator and external data memory. Push. Instruction pushes the value of the specified internal RAM address onto the stack. Pop. Pops the last value placed on the stack into the internal RAM address specified. Exchange. Exchange the content of accumulator with register RN or internal memory location pointed by RI. XCHD. This instruction exchange the lower order nibble of internal memory location pointed by RI with accumulator.